Every day, millions of people wake up, work, earn money, pay bills, and repeat the same cycle. But somewhere in the world, another person wakes up and their money is already working. Their investments are growing, their businesses are producing value. Their assets are generating income. The strange part is that both people may have started with the same 24 hours. So what creates the difference? Is it intelligence? Is it luck? Is it having wealthy parents? Sometimes those things matter. But behind most lasting wealth is something less visible. A system. Wealthy people often do not rely only on working harder. They build invisible machines that continue producing value even when they are not actively working. These machines are not made of metal. They are built from ownership, assets, knowledge, relationships, and carefully designed financial systems. And once you understand these machines, you begin to see money differently. Most people are taught to think about money as something you earn. You exchange your time, skills, and effort for income. This is the foundation of survival. But wealth creation begins when you ask a different question. How can I create something that continues producing value after my effort has stopped? That single question separates income thinking from wealth thinking. Imagine two people earning the same amount of money. The first person uses every dollar to maintain a lifestyle. Better clothes, more expensive entertainment, more possessions. The second person uses part of that money to acquire things that can grow, produce income, or increase in value. Years later, their lives may look completely different. The difference was not only how much they earned, the difference was what they built with what they earned. An asset is simply something that has the ability to create future value. A business can be an asset. A productive investment can be an asset. A valuable skill can be an asset. A strong network can be an asset. The wealthy understand that assets are workers. They do not replace human workers, but they perform a similar function. A good asset continues creating results long after the original effort has been completed. A book can sell for years after it is written. A software product can serve customers after it is built. A company can generate profits after systems are created. An investment portfolio can grow while the owner focuses on other activities. These are invisible machines. They convert today's decisions into tomorrow's opportunities. But many people never build these machines because they are trapped in a cycle of immediate consumption. When money arrives, it immediately leaves. There is nothing wrong with enjoying life. Money exists to serve human needs and experiences. The problem happens when every resource is consumed and nothing is planted for the future. Building wealth is similar to farming. A farmer does not eat every seed. Some seeds must be planted. The wealthy understand that money can be consumed or it can be planted. The money that is planted becomes the foundation of future growth. One of the most powerful invisible machines is ownership. Ownership changes the relationship between you and money. When you only earn income, money comes from your effort. When you own productive things, money can come from systems you have created or invested in. This is why many wealthy individuals focus on acquiring ownership. They want a piece of the machine. A person who owns part of a growing company benefits when that company creates more value. A person who owns intellectual property benefits when people continue using it. A person who owns productive assets benefits from the activity those assets create. The principle is simple. Workers are paid for contribution. Owners benefit from creation. But ownership is not only for billionaires. The internet has created new opportunities for ordinary people to build assets. A creator can build an audience. A developer can build software. A writer can create digital products. A small business owner can create systems that allow the business to operate beyond one person's daily effort. The tools have changed, but the principle remains the same. Create something valuable. Build systems around it. Allow it to continue producing value. Another invisible machine wealthy people build is financial knowledge. Many people think money knowledge is only about numbers. It is much deeper. It is understanding how money moves. It is knowing the difference between an expense and an investment. It is recognizing opportunities. It is understanding risk. It is knowing when patience creates better results than quick decisions. Without financial understanding, even large amounts of money can disappear. With financial understanding, smaller amounts can become foundations. The wealthy also understand the power of time. Time is one of the strongest forces in wealth creation. A small amount invested consistently over many years can become something significant because growth builds upon previous growth. This process is often called compounding. But compounding is not only about money. Skills compound. Relationships compound. Knowledge compounds. Reputation compounds. Small actions repeated over time create results that are difficult to imagine at the beginning. The invisible machines of wealth are usually built slowly. That is why many people ignore them. They want visible results immediately. But most successful systems begin quietly. A seed under the ground looks like nothing is happening. A business in its early stage may look insignificant. A new skill may appear useless at first. But hidden progress is still progress. Another difference between wealthy thinkers and average financial thinking is their relationship with leverage. Leverage means using tools, systems, or resources to multiply your impact. A person with leverage can create results beyond their personal hours. Technology is leverage. Employees are leverage. Capital is leverage. Media is leverage. Knowledge is leverage. The wealthy search for ways to increase the output of their effort. Instead of asking only, "How can I work more?" they ask, "How can I make my work continue working?" That question creates innovation. It creates businesses. It creates investments. It creates freedom. The invisible machines that create wealth are not secret formulas. They are principles that have existed throughout history. Own valuable things. Build useful systems. Invest in knowledge. Think long-term. Use leverage wisely. Create value for others. The biggest mistake people make is believing wealth begins when you have a lot of money. Often, wealth begins much earlier. It begins when you change your relationship with money. When you stop seeing money only as something to spend and start seeing it as a tool to build. The person who earns $1 million but spends everything may have income without wealth. The person who earns less but consistently builds assets may be creating a stronger future. Money itself is not the machine. Money is the fuel. The machine is the system you build around it. Every financial decision you make is either strengthening an invisible machine or weakening one. The question is not only how much money you make. The deeper question is what your money is being trained to do. Is it disappearing? Or is it working? The wealthy are not simply people who have more money. They are often people who have spent years building systems that allow money, ideas, skills, and opportunities to continue creating value. The invisible machines are everywhere. You may not see them at first. But once you understand them, you begin noticing them behind every successful company, every growing investment, and every person who created lasting wealth. The future belongs to those who learn how to build machines that keep working when they are not. Because true wealth is not only about earning more, it is about creating something that keeps creating. If you enjoyed these insights, become part of this journey. Subscribe and never miss the next one.